Hello, welcome to multiplying by one-digit numbers. Go ahead and make sure you're opened your BOM to a new page. Mine's on page 13. Yours might be a different page, and that's okay. I'm going to do a few examples with you, or one example in particular, just to review how to do this, as this is just by one-digit numbers, and then I want you to try a few on your own. So our first one that we're going to do, we're going to do 293 times 9. Now I'm going to color code my notes so you can do the same to help you see one step at a time. This way I don't have to rewrite each step and you can very well see what's happening. Remember, you can pause this video at any time and rewind and anything like that that you need to do. Okay, so I'm going to start. I'm going to show you two different ways you can solve this problem. Okay. The first way is what's called the standard algorithm. It's the way your parents learned how to do it, okay? So I'm going to do 9 times 3. 9 ones times 3 ones, that would be 27. So I would write down my 7, and then I would carry or regroup my 2, because that 2, the 27 is 2 10s. And I have to add this at the top, okay? And then I would do 9 times the 9 in the tens place, which equals 81. So if you need to write that down so you don't remember it, do some scratch work, it's okay. Plus the 2, that's 83. So I'm going to put the 3 down. Oops, I forgot to color code that, sorry. Let me make that in red. So I put a 3 down, and then I would carry the 8. Can't tell much of a difference between the red and the fuchsia color there, but then I do 9 times the 2 in the hundreds spot, which is 18, plus the 8 that we carried. You might have to do some scratch work. Some of you can do it in your head, but don't worry about it. If you have to do this, the little scratch work just to make sure you're doing your calculations right, do that. Some of you found out when we were doing our menu math, you understood the problems, but most of your mistakes were on the calculations or writing down the right numbers. So take the time to do some scratch work and break the problem up into little pieces. Okay? So the answer is 2,630. Now I could estimate this and see if that would actually make sense. 293 is about 300. And then I'll just keep the 9 because that's easy to multiply by. So 9 times 0 is 0, 9 times 0 is 0, 9 times 3 is 27, and it's 2,700. Is that reasonable? Yes. The estimate here, this is our estimate, let us know that our answer was reasonable, that it made sense, that we didn't get something way too big or way too little. They were close to each other, and it's okay. Now, I'm going to take the same problem and break it up and show you how to work it. So I'm going to take the 293. So I'm going to do 200. I'm going to do 90, and I'm going to do 3. Looks like expanded form, doesn't it? Okay, so times 9, because all of these are being times 9. And you're going to see how these relate to each other. I want you to look at that, because that's one of the things you're going to talk about in your small group tomorrow, or when we do this in class, is about how these relate. How these partial products, that's what this is called down here, partial product relates to the standard algorithm. Up here, standard algorithm. I hope I spelled. All right, there we go. All right, so 3 times 9 is 27. 9 times 0 is 0. 9 times 9 is 81. And then we go on. 9 times 0 is 0. 9 times 0 is 0. And 9 times the 200 there would be 1,800. And then you would take and add all these up. Now you might have done this where it looked like the box method. I'll show you that over here, just on the side. So we had 9 over here, and then we had 200, we had 90, and then we had 3. And then you have put the answer in each of those boxes. Okay? But we add them all up. We add them all up, have 1,800. Again, line up your place values. Make sure you're lining up your place values so you're adding correctly. Let me scooch that up. So all my ones are lined up, tens, hundreds, thousands. Remember, when you don't see the decimal, it goes at the end. So look, see my decimals are lined up, so you can see that. So I add it up, and there we go. So you can see it matches what I have up there. I want you to look and see how those compare, how the partial product compares to what I did up here with my regrouping at the top, because that would be very helpful for you seeing why this works, the standard algorithm works. All right, now these are your try me's. I want you to try these 3 problems on your own. Again, if you need to go to the next page, do that, and you'll check these with your group tomorrow. So the first one is 2,796 times 6. The second problem I'm going to do is 556 times 4. Now, if you know your facts, of course, this is going to go real quick for you. Remember, you do have a multiplication chart in your math journal that you can use to help you solve these problems if you need to. Again, study your facts, and this will go a lot faster for you in this unit. Oh, let me scooch it up so you can see all 3 of those problems. Pause the video and work your problems, and then we'll check them tomorrow in class.